Hold on. I got a lot going on. Oh, wait, just a second. If not, I'm just going to go on and do what I can do. Came here to speak about the truth. Okay, not the truth, but the truth. Let's just put it out there. Ain't no holding nothing. Ain't no none of that. Put it out there, and that's what I'm gonna do. Um, there's been a lot said from different people on this app in regards to their feelings. Obviously, it's what it has to be because what else could it be? Nobody's done anything to them, so what else could you be coming to do a live about a variety of people, and you just like go in a circle and then go back around the circle, and then you can't decipher, on which way you want to go, and then you say stuff, and then you don't realize you say things, and then you want to take what you said back, or not so much take it back. You just get to talking in a different tone, a different way, and you don't understand that what you said was a lot. I'm gonna go out here, put this out here. I am a Christian. I could carry less about what they figure my walk is with Christ. Your walk is your walk if you have one. Okay? Mine's mine because I have one. You don't determine what type of walk I have with God or Jesus Christ. You just don't. Your religion is your religion. Your belief is your belief, and you are entitled to that, just as I am entitled to mine. So that whole thing about the Christians and the religious, that's why you don't. Whatever your opinion is about whatever your opinion been stating here on YouTube is just that your opinion. You don't speak for others. You speak for yourself. I know, may have a little problem with that. And whenever I came out and was going on panels as a supporter of SCs, I did, allow people to know that that is who I support. And it is who I support. Why that why that is a problem and coming to someone's defense, no. She doesn't need anybody to speak for her. She can speak for herself, and she's done so. And she's done so through songs that has bothered some. Okay, but she's allowed to do that, just like you're allowed to come to the internet and talk and say what you got on your mind about whatever topic. That's what others are allowed to do. Okay, realize that. So anyway, let's talk about the sisters. Did I reach out to a sister on her platform? Yes, I did. What was the purpose? The purpose was for because what I was receiving and getting from what was being said was that she was journeying or at least wanting, to have a relationship with her. Even through what family has said or whatever the case may be, that reason behind that whole situation as to why, not to have any type of contact. I reached out because I don't do division. And when I see that, I stepped in. So I stepped in and stepped up, and I reached out to a sister. Um, I reached out to Lady Blue because I mean we're just going. I'm not about to do all that. I'm about to just say what I gotta say. So I reached out to Lady Blue, and we got in contact, and we talked on several occasions, as you can tell. There are a lot of things that was said in a whole lot of conversations, as you've heard. When she goes live and when she chooses to say what she's allowed to say because she's freedom of speech. So speak what's on your mind. At the end of the day, eh, your sister did not want this to happen. As far as what I was trying to do, she was, against it. But I was speaking to her and I was allowing her, like, I believe she misses you. So anyway, they began to, well, we were talking first, and then they began to talk. I was able to get them to be able to talk, despite them not supposed to be talking. And that was a good thing for them. At least I thought in my eyes until I realized that it was not. And after realization that it was not, and after all the conversations that I have had, then for whatever semi reason, we decided to come to YouTube to express our thoughts and feelings. Well, here it is. I talked to you, Lady Blue, and before you were getting ready to move, I talked to you. Then I decided to call the number that I've been calling all this time that I was calling you when I was talking to you. I decided to call that number. You answer. I don't know what's going on, but you stated this was we want to ask these people. Okay, yeah. I mean, you should know who I am. We've been talking from the same number all this time. And then you hang up. You call back from a whole different type of number that I didn't have stored in my phone. So I don't understand how you can say that I got your number. Only way I can get your number is by you calling me. I can't call you and get your number. Not unless give it to me, or you make a call, it pops up, you begin to speak, and then it's tied to you. So that's how you had that number that I never called once you begin to talk. I never called it. Never did I call that number. And you want to say all these things about me, okay? For one, I put my testimony out here. For two, I don't have anything to hide. For three, I never smoked crack a day in my life. So whatever pipe that you're speaking on, never did I touch one. Okay, what I done is what I said in my testimony. So if you want to know, you might well go look at it. If not, then don't. But you can't put in there things that isn't true. Never did I say I smoked crack, tried it, anything of that nature. And another thing, is that why I got my heart problems? It didn't have anything to do with crack. Did I do things to cause me to have health problems? Absolutely. I'm an open book. I have no shame. You live and you learn by your experiences, and that's what I've done. You, Sparkle, One Love, can call me whatever y'all feel the need what makes y'all feel better. That's what I'll say. Whatever makes y'all feel better as far as my sexuality, go ahead. There's not a closet that I need to come out of. So y'all talk to someone set yourself or whatever. I don't care. So I wanted to address that because that seemed to have been, you know, a topic that took place, and what I've heard you say. Also, another thing, I talk to you, Lady Blue, quite a lot. Now, I just sat up there and said what my purpose was for talking, even, reaching out to you. So I talked with you. You shared with with me a lot, and that's okay. Because at the time, you needed someone to talk to, and I made myself available. Now, did I want it to come to this part, this this extent, absolutely not. To continue to come on this app and say all that you say about me, because we're going to talk about me first. To continue to say what you say about me, were you grateful? You said that you were. About everything. Have I crossed you? Nope, not one bit. But in your opinion, I have. So I have to allow you to have your opinion. You say I crossed you. Okay. I know what I did and I know what I didn't do. So we're going to leave that there. You you said a lot. Just like the day that it was some type of something that happened, and you went on a rampage. Okay, you went on a rampage. You were going off. You were saying this. You were saying that, like you do when you're live, when you're talking, because you say it's just you two. Well, I mean, yeah, it might be just you two, and I mean, you're allowed to say whatever you want on your channel, just like everybody else is. It's not just one person that can say what they want to say, but then come time for if yet another individual wants to say something that you're not having any type of engagement with, they're allowed to do that as well on their platform or anybody's platform that they decide to go up on. If it's a topic, it's a topic. Do I know that I was not biologically born into your family? Yeah. Do I consider Essie as a sister? Yeah. I don't understand where that whole dilemma came from, but whatever. Let's just say that. I have a lot of text messages from you, just as well as you should have from me, from your phone. I was uplifting, at least I thought it was. And when there was a time that, because there's always something going on, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, when it comes to different, channels. So when there was a time when, you know, you were going at Liz, you were going at her, you were going at her. You sent, information to me. You sent information to your sister. I don't know if you recall that, but if you check your messages or your emails, it will come back to you. Or however you send information, it will come back to you. It'll come back to you and it'll be a reminder of what, all the conversations that have taken place. And I say that because you were so upset about the video that was done by your sister. And so, of course, when you go live, that's what you speak about. But what I want you to realize is that if you go and you listen to all your lives, like how you're replaying your lives while you're live, so you're listening to them, but go back and listen to all of your lives, like right before you decided to not talk about your sister. Listen to a couple lives right before that, right before, a couple days before this song came out. You go back and retract, you'll hear yourself saying what you're saying now. It's just you're adding a little more. So when you say that there was supposed to, let's do a play or whatever it is, and um, go against, the truth in them. You also told me that One Love and Spook were going to, and if you were trying to test the waters, it never got out, but it's about to come out now. Okay. You also said that One Love and Spook were going after um, your sister, The Truth, and Liz in January. That they were going to, come after them. That's what you had told me that they were going to do when she was down there visiting him or whatever. There's no reason for me to lie about this because what will I gain or what will be my purpose to lie about this situation? That's why I was saying if we're going to talk the truth, let's talk the truth and just get it out. Get it out there. You sent your sister a number of messages of One Love sending you $100. It was around. I have enough respect not to put your information out there. So now, if I find a way to do it, I can. Just for in case you want to see One Love, I can do that. But out of respect, now, just so that your information ain't out there. But I can definitely show where the cash apps were done. Now, you sent those cash apps to Lady Blue, and Lady Blue, you received those cash apps from One Love, and okay, I mean, I'm just letting it be known, because we want to talk about some things. Well, let's talk about everything. That's what we should do. Just talk about everything. Just to get it on out there. I mean, what are we holding on for? We just talk about it a little bit, then talk about no. Let's talk about it all. I don't even mind, putting my, the things that I did, but I did that from the heart because you were going, I mean, I told you you were going through, but it was never to go and go to the internet and start talking about people and saying this, saying that. That was never a reason for me doing. Now, there was a time when, Liz said that um, One Love was paying, well, she's still saying that though. One Love is paying, different individuals to, come after her or to just talk, period, about whoever. And we don't know what the purpose of the cash apps that One Love decides to, send to people. I know I heard her say today that everybody is weird and they're demonic. I find that hard to believe that everybody is weird and demonic. I say that because how can everybody be weird and demonic, but you're the one that's going around or have been going around from platform to platform doing all that you do. And then you announced on the platform that you're at that if people would go to other places, I guess, wherever they are, sectors, okay, that's what y'all call them. If people would go to other sectors, you would pay out $3,000 to find out who Liz was. Now that's your business. You need to use that. That would be something that you will have to deal with when it comes to Liz. But people just know there were people that heard it. Okay, and you could care less because you got bundles on bundles on bundles on bundles on bundles amount of money. Okay, let's just say that because that's what you hear when when you're speaking. So I heard you say Lady Blue on your live when you got upset. That's why. Okay, and I do realize what today is. Okay, let's keep that a buck and keep that up front. Okay, and I realize you said that that's why your mother called your sister a snake, but she called all y'all snake. Not sure if you remember that part of it, but yeah, she called you all snakes because she seen y'all as snakes. That's what she saw y'all as when y'all were going through what y'all were going through with your mother. And without mind my word, there was a lot that you said and you wished. I mean, so now y'all both have the same mutual feelings, okay? You and your sister, okay? She's dead to you, and you're dead to her. So y'all both have that understood. I don't, but that's just me. I have no control over that. And the operational skills, I don't know how that looks, you know. There was a lot of information given. I mean, I'm debating, should I like read the information, you know, here? Cause I was going to put it out there, but you know, I'm still learning how to work StreamYard and all of that. But I have it. I can read it though. Let me read it. Screw it. Want to read it. That way you can verify it, or you can have, you know, one loving them to verify it for you. Okay. So, okay. Give me a minute. I gotta scroll and scroll and scroll, get to the top because I wasn't going to go this deep. But I said, if we're going to put it out there, put it out there. And I don't want to be like saying one thing and doing another. So, okay. So, obviously, on the phone, I must have asked for your information regarding helping you. And I did so. Send the information. You let me know you just made it home. And you had to pray for someone's mother in the hospital. Get the Bible. The Bible take that at 5. We're about to do hot dogs and Coca-Cola here. My nerves are eating at me, so I got to do. I got to do it. So many who care and love me today. So, hey, you have some people that love and care for you. Oh, this goes to me, I guess, when I slept on the phone. Okay, my thoughts is thank you, thank you. I'm trying. So, okay, I realize. Yeah, I know that. I'm still praying for you and your healing. Because I'm gonna get it. I mean, if I'm gonna put the truth out there, I'm gonna put the truth out there. I wish I could have been able to, you know, do all that stuff, but I will get there eventually. So this was the time that I fell asleep on the phone, you know, because you know you talked about how I snore, and I do. Okay, I also have insomnia, so you know if I fall asleep during the day and while I was on the phone, you know, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. But anyway, you as well. You go to sleep in love with your strength. I am about to rest as well after I check that if midnight's coming home soon. Okay, that's when the cat midnight. And I replied back, okay, I did fall asleep and just woke up. You rest as much as you can. Good night. And oh, I guess somebody was live. When she done, check mark, talking to Ashley. I said, okay. Um, Gannon Harrison, that was supposed to be somebody that uh, you some way somehow in the family when you was living on your old address. Okay, so I was letting you hello sis, wanted to let you know that if you don't hear from me today, just in the time with my man, okay. You wanted me to call him my husband because we've been together for over 16 years. While he is off, I'll text you later to see you if you're up. If you are up, then we can talk. Then love you. You said you reply back, love you more, enjoy your quality time, not every day. You can do so. I love you more when check rest. We talk tomorrow. Love you more, sis. Thank you. Always, your sis Blue with the flag waving a heart. That's therapy as well for you. Morning, sis. I'm glad you and your me and my man had family time. I was glad to hear your day was your day was as I prayed. I don't know that word. That means thank you in Arabic. I text you to know the situation. The Lord wants you be calm, relaxed today. Okay. I know there was a time that I called you when I had went to the hospital. You mentioned that on your one of your drives. I called you because we were talking at that time. Okay, meats I do eat 7 years beats a stroke. Yeah, this is the time right here. And blood pressure, potassium issues, blood sugar issues, and sugar issues, fish, turkey, chicken, and eat salami. I want you trying what's better to eat. I know you both prayers are going up. I said, thank you, sis. Appreciate you for everything. I will let you know what is going on when the doctor comes in. Love you and thank you. Love you more. Rest today for me. I am waiting for you. I am waiting for them to let me know if they are keeping me or not. I will not let. I will not. I will let you know what they're going to do. Okay, sis. Love you and sis, and thanks for being there for me in spirit and truth. Always. God has a way. God has a way for rest. Feel better. Your family needs you. Okay. Hello, sis. They are keeping me overnight for observation, and I have to have an MRI done tomorrow in the morning. Love you. Love you. Pray the MRI goes well. Love you. feel better. Wish each other happy Valentine's. Feel better. I said thank you. Just got back from the MRI. About to do. Okay, you were doing therapy on your legs. I'm imagining that was somebody that live that on YouTube. Then you sent me a lot of foods live. Oh, this is the recording. Oh, I can't hear it if it was. I asked you this old recording, and you sent me. Oh, I think this is something that. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is something Liz had said. At Lady Blue and Spook TV Media Fan Club, let it be clear, it seems that you have a memory problem and a cash app has caused you to forget some things. Oh, but I'm here to remind you, I'm all kinds of names. But was I there? Was I those names when I was contributing along with my brother, putting over $700 worth of groceries in your house? Oh no! Oh no! It was. Hold on. Oh no! It was. Thank you, Miss Liz, and God bless you. Also buying you a Coach purse, which you allegedly lost. We replaced it where you. We replaced it where was all this tough talking at then when you when you needed your medicine so you wouldn't get committed. Who got it for you? See, memory loss is something, isn't it? But I would tell you this: the door is closed. That responsibility will fall on those people over there. You will sell anyone out for a cash app and no app. Two people over there. No, yeah, 2 piece and a biscuit. Just as you knew the clause that asked Lady Blue, you. She must have been when she was going at school. You should have sat this one out and said no to have done a lot for me. But hey, memory loss mixed with hating and being overall effed up person is a hell of a combination. In closing, Lady Blue, it's apparent that you two have been talking about me as well, but you forgot to mention that I helped your trifling, backstabbing, lying, manipulating, two-faced as to, but make yourself look good. Get all the cash outs you can, chick, because the door is closed. Be blessed now. Say I'm lying and I will post all receipts. Also, whoever said that I said something about you, that's the problem. You are way older than me. Be a woman. Come to me and ask me, did I say anything about you? Ask them for the clips or the show of where I said it, allegedly. But a cash app changes and manipulates the narrative will go broke, boo. Okay? You told me you was about to call me. And I will say that you are a different individual when speaking on the phone. You are. Okay. There's a lot to read. But just to know that all you were sending me, I guess the pictures that they were saying that was Liz. Pictures she was taking. Just sending a lot of lives. Um, okay. Riri Richards told Monique Henderson, aka French Silk, watch out older Michelle D. Alexander. She was not found by a group of good people on Facebook. Vaniqua Jenkins gave cash for meds once time to get before payday. So I always had a few pills. French Silk did once before my payday. I sent her back the money. She claimed she was hot with Central Air and Heat. Elizabeth Jackson and me begins me. I don't know that word. Me about a 5150. French Silk said he just allows people to treat you like trash, and we came to find you on Facebook, make pages to follow your family. So that was about people on the Truth and Liz. Then you sent me something that the Truth said. So I mean, I wouldn't know all them people or none of that stuff. I don't know. That was before my time. Anywho, I read, some of those messages. There's a lot on there on that text message. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so there was just a lot that, like I said, we talked about, and just being there for you because I knew that you didn't have anyone, and never ever did I think that it would come to this point. But I see a whole lot of, I will put this on here, I'll put that on here, I'll show proof, I'll show the receipts, I'll show that. Okay, well, we're just gonna bring it all out and bring it all out for real. Bring it out. So you weren't supposed to be talking to your sister, but you did. That's one thing. You're upset about the video that she made of you and what she said, or whatever the case may be in the video, and everybody became irate about the video that was done. Well, I mean, not everyone, but the selective ones that it affected. As I stated, you were talking about your sister a few days before that video was released. There was a lot that you had said on those videos. And then once the video was released, there was a lot that you said on those videos as well. Um, so, okay, let's go to Sparkle. Sparkle, listen, I don't know what you're talking about when you say that I got you. I got you into this. That's what you said. I'm a little confused on how I can get you into anything. Okay. If you're claiming because I had came on your panel, you are already going at it back and forth. I mean, already with um, Liz, like you still are today. So I can never get you into anything. Furthermore, you welcome people on your panel, but they're not going to hit your panel due to they know how you roll. If you don't want to, if it's something that is worth hearing, you don't want to hear it, so you'll drop them or whatever you do, or talk over them. That's how you operate. As far as an informant, no, I'm a regular civilian. Sorry, I'm a regular civilian, and uh, okay, I'm a regular civilian. I'm far from an informant. You know how you watch and play other people's lives on your live stream? Okay. People go and watch and listen when they can get through it. I'm speaking for me. When they can get through it and tolerate a lot of things, and make it through the video or the live that is going on. Like I said, I'm a regular civilian, far from an informant. And if you're talking about because I will go and tell SC whatever the case may be. That's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do, just like you do. And another thing, everyone, everyone met you on C Dub's panel. I mean, not C Dub's, but Essie's panel. That's when we first met you. Everyone. You came up there. You said you messed with all these celebrities. You got the tea on everything and who you done messed with and what you know. And you was going in about to talk about C-Dub siblings, and you brought up Whitney Houston. I mean, you voluntarily came up and hit the panel, Essie's panel, by yourself, and that's when we got wind of you. Before that, nobody, well, people on YouTube knew you, but we didn't. Nobody on Essie's channel. Let's just say that. And another thing, you want to down talk. You said you said it today. I am an older man. No, you didn't say man. You said I might be older and everything. Okay, so that says a lot. If you are older than everyone that you are going back and forth mentioning out of your mouth, and you've been on YouTube for however long you've been and different places and doing different things, and you, aka this celebrity or whatever, and you want to mad at the people that have put your information out there in regards to what you do and what you are. I mean, let's face the music for what it is. You you constantly here lately, let's say the last few lives, and then what? Oh, the day of the day of the video. Now, right before the video, you were speaking a different language when it came to Essie. After the video, you and One Love instantly went back to, the Mary Harvey Stewart documents. Y'all went right back to all that stuff. Y'all went right back to all that stuff. I believe you guys covered that on your platform before. I believe you have. Yeah, when it was brought back up, and Truth went over the document. Well, not going over the documents, but speaking how he had went over the case or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you guys already went down that road. So the bashing and all of what you guys are trying to do right now, I mean, I guess if it makes you good, then you like it, I love it. Mm. Oh, I also have pictures of Spook or allegedly Spook. I don't know who it is. I don't know who this man is, but it was said to be him. Okay. And if you thought for 1 second that we didn't believe that you were still talking to him in some way or form, because you were told, you both were told to be, that's your brother. That's what you said. That was your brother. And so, y'all were, sisters and brothers. Let's just say that. And y'all talked. So, like you stated on your platform, Lady Blue, because you can, you would, once they find him or whatever the case, where location or whatever, you know. But anyway, you would still mess with him. You had said that before. I'm just trying to. Mm, how do I want to say this? Put the pieces to the puzzle. How you, when November 17th, because you kept naming that off, like no, November 17th, 2024, assuming that was the last time you received a blessing, allegedly. I heard you kept saying all that, and that's when you began to, go against um, One Love at that time because you weren't getting any blessings. You got upset way before that. Okay, here's the pattern. They took your rent. You spoke on that for a while. Then he kicked you out the chat or whatever, blocked or whatever, banned, whatever they do. He Truth did that to you, so you spoke on that for a few days. Then it was the November 7th. Well, no, it was a July date for $15 from. You were supposed to get some more from Blue, but that never happened. Then November 17th came around. And nobody can tell you who to, associate yourself with. But don't just associate yourself with them for the blessings. Because, like I said, you're a whole different individual when you're not on YouTube. When you're talking, you sound so different. And you act so different. So, do you be nice due to if someone gives you something? Because I know when we were talking, you said that, if you ever, when you get your dad's church or whatever the case may be, that you wouldn't be over the money part because once you get it, you spend it. So I tied that into all the blessings you receive from anyone. And then when either A, they're not able to, or B, it just stops, then that's when you will become a different person. You always say, who you are when you are, when you get to singing your song. You say who you are then, the back of Michelle Valley, that's what it is. Another thing, because you have a multiple of personalities, I can't tell you what to say, but personally, I wouldn't announce them as demons and then still be a child of God in the same breath. I would find that, rather hard if I were you. But I'm not you, so you do you. But you talk about your sister and why she do you the way she do you, and then the whole situation with, okay, 1 minute you in agreement that Anthony Maddox did what he did, but then when you was talking to your sister, there was no way that he could have done what he done, and then now you're back to saying he did it, and you such and such told you that was a relative. Couple people you said. At the end of the day, okay, that story's been out there and it's been talked about and talked about. And if that's like a stone to be used, just like the whole Steve Harvey stuff, if that's a stone to use, I don't think you're gonna get very far with it. You're not. Nobody's gonna get very far with using it and keep reusing it and keep reusing it and keep reusing it, because when that happens, nothing really happens when it happens. But after a build up, then you're in a song and you don't like it. It's not fun. You're in a song, you don't like it. It's not fun. And then it's, what did I do? I didn't cross you. How can you low rate me? And all in the same breath, you're low rating your sister each time you can. So your true feelings are what they are. Nobody can feel that way but you. Nobody can feel that way about the Sparkle's feeling is the feeling that she feels about whoever, and one love the same. But if y'all want to think for a second that anybody on this YouTube is dumb, illiterate, ignorant, far from it. And I believe that's what y'all have a problem with. Because that's what y'all want to keep throwing out there, out there, out there. Just throw that out there. Throw this out there. We're going to keep throwing things out there to see what sticks. That's what we're going to keep doing. We're just going to keep throwing and saying and throwing and saying and change our mind, then go back and change our mind again, and then and talk about people just bringing individuals. I mean, the way y'all talk about the unaliving of Whitney Houston is, I mean, I will never understand. We all seen it. It's on YouTube. All you gotta do is punch in her name. The videos are there for everybody to see. Who was it? Who it was? There's no credible evidence because if you had the credible evidence of, and then you said you talked to Clive and all this other stuff. Mm. Well, did you hear him when he said, as she's up there lifeless, that this is a tribute? This is a tribute. While he's downstairs having that, what was it? Whatever type of party, and she's up there and alive, and you was up there with her. You said, but you talked to the person that was over her, her record label. And then did you talk to Steve, or did your sister talk to Steve? Because I heard you mention that again. I've heard you say that before about your sister too, as well. Um, Granted, whatever the situation and how it is and how it's going, the warrant isn't on any one of us. Hold on, hold on. Sorry about that. What Essie and Mary and all that and everybody that is tied into that case, the documents and all, insertion and everything about that situation. No one has to deal with that but Etsy. And if you look it up on Google or whatever website you go from, 11 judge, it's let me, let me go do it right now. Can 11 judges put a warrant on someone? No. 11 judges cannot put a warrant on someone. Only a single individual judge or magistrate has the authority to issue a warrant. The idea of acting, the idea of a group of judges acting together to issue a warrant is contrary to the legal process. Here is the summary. So at the end of the day, it's unlawful for it to happen. I mean, the answer was no when I first answered it. And we've been through this too. We've been through all this. But y'all want to keep bringing it up like it's y'all's case. So at the end of the day, it wasn't rightfully done. Whether Essie inserted herself or not, 11 judges cannot put a warrant on one individual. It's one judge and one magistrate. That's how that goes. So y'all hooping and hollering and saying all this and saying all that because y'all just know, y'all know everything. Everything. Y'all know everything. And what y'all say is so right. Incredible. Man, it's so right, incredible. Y'all sit up there and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick, because that's what y'all doing. Y'all picking. But then y'all want to say, oh, it's a problem when we do it, But then when people come back at y'all, or what you say, one love, you always say, them niggas, bottom of the barrel, or everybody's a narcissist. My God, today. Everybody is a narcissist. Everybody's a narc. Everybody has a trait because today you said you're going to be a social worker. You wanted to be a social worker. I mean, you got all you have everything under control. And you know everything. My God. You do. You just know everything. And you quick to say that, these Christians and these religious people and these religious folks, and then you call out this and then you call out that. And I mean, you was just going and going and going and going and going. I mean, you even did it today and wanted to use scripture and oh my God! But don't nobody know nothing about you, and you're absolutely correct. Not unless they dig deep and they can find out about you. Just like you feel like you doing, anybody can have I mean, it's not just you that can have what you're doing done. It's all over the world. Everybody has those people. But you got bundles and bundles and bundles and bundles and bundles and bundles of money that you feel like can't nobody do nothing to you because you got all the money. Don't nobody else got money but you. Oh, all my fault. I'm not even looking at the computer. I'm just talking. Hey, thank you. You're welcome. Well, can't nobody do nothing but you. Everybody else. I mean, you're giving up $3,000 cash. You wanted to make that be done. My goodness. But you don't care. You don't want to see her, this, that, and another, but you willing to give any sector that can find this individual, and you got to verify it before you give the money. Well, I mean, how would that make them people feel if somebody goes and actually do what you say? Let's just say somebody did. Let's say somebody went on the internet, heard your live, spread it amongst the sectors, okay, and went digging, got you the information, but they got to wait on you to verify, and y'all ain't in the same state. What do you think that? Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Do y'all really think that people are dumb and ignorant and lower down, bottom of the barrel? No, we're not. We're not. Not. You can call us niggas. You can call us dark, whatever. We are very blessed, melanated, okay, people, children of God, because that's who we are. We're God's children, and He created us to be the color that we are. That He did. We already have enough racism going on, and then it's just sad that when our own people is going and talking about racism amongst one another, not somebody opposite, but of one another, going against one another. That's sad. That's bottom of the barrel. You think? Question. Everybody's weird. Everybody's something, but you're not nothing. That's amazing. Mm, mm, mm. It's old. It's done. And it's over with. Okay? So when you're in a song, just, I mean, listen to the song. Listen to the lyrics. And I mean, if there's a bop, bop to it. Whether y'all say what it is, okay? If it's a bop, bop to it, don't be mad at the lyrics. Y'all can't be mad because as he expresses her ways in music, you can't be mad. Sorry to tell you. Speak about yourself, and y'all wouldn't have to worry about nothing. Talk about you. I guarantee you, if you talked about you, you wouldn't have to worry about nobody else, nobody that you don't come into contact with. Like y'all was talking about everybody, like y'all always do. But when y'all really going at it, and then okay, if somebody has subscribers, let's just put that out there. If somebody decided, oh, let me buy some subscribers, that's on them, and that is their business, and if that's them. Why is it bothering y'all? Why would that bother you? Think about it. Because it puts them at put them at a higher number. Is that why you're bothered? Mm, mm. That's their business. How you know? I'm just saying. Well, let me turn around to the computer so I can see. Yeah, bottom of the barrel. Bottom, I mean, because they got life messed up. You can't sit up here and say, "Oh, how did she say it?" Mm. I forget how she says it. All I know is that it's the nigga huh, picture. Another melanated person talking about her melanated people. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. But like I said, I will put all the I mean, I will put this whole thread, every text message I got. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on there, and I'm gonna figure out how to make it to where it might. It's gonna probably be a couple sheets. I read off enough to let you know. Like I said, you could go back to your phones or whatever device you had it on, and you can read them and fact check, or you can have a girl verify it. And am I gonna come to fight you? No, I'm not. For what? Why would I come and fight you? Especially after this live. Why would I come and fight you? Because it's gonna get to you. It's gonna get to you some kind of way. Somebody's gonna send it to you. Somebody's gonna say something about it. They heard it, or whatever the case may be. But I'm not gonna come and fight you. Not about the truth. But that's all it was. Hmm. So, with that being said, I'm done. Let me figure out how to do this so I can, because I'm going to have to do it. I already know I am. I'm going to get it together and have it ready, front and center. But thank you for coming, the ones that did, and thank you for the people that may watch. Figure it out. Okay. But love you guys. Out of here.